Hello and welcome back to today's video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Bitcoin shorter time frame, specifically the 12-hour. And I wanted to also let you guys know that I made a video about NEO yesterday because this coin is actually pretty under the radar right now. So make sure that you check out that video, and thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate all of the subscribers I have been getting. As you can see, I have passed over 25,000, so that has been very exciting for me recently. And make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button right now because I am dedicated to uploading for you guys all through 25 days a week. Today is 2/20/2020, which is a pretty awesome date if you ask me. And we're just going to be going straight into the Bitcoin analysis here. So let's get straight into the video. This is Bitcoin really from when 2020 started. I mean, there's a little bit of previous history into 2019 over here, but this kind of whole move that we saw, this impulsive wave up, this leg is also another name that we have for this up in the market, has really started in late 2019 and early 2020. And since then, I actually made a video a few days back called Bitcoin is setting up for something big. And I talked about a potential buy signal and an ABC correction, stating this was when prices were about right here, that we could easily bounce for a B wave and then see a C wave, further providing a more longer term buying opportunity. And so when I do that, I actually take from the swing low of when that leg started to the swing high of that leg. And as you can see over here on the right hand side, I have Fibonacci. So this lowest number, this 1 right here, coincides with this point right here, and this 0 coincides with the top of that point right there. So I'm just literally using Fibonacci from the low of the leg to the potential peak of this leg, because this could be the beginning of a ABC correction here. And so really when I'm mapping that out, I'm looking at different Fibonacci levels for the market to drop down to and round out, so it can, see a reversal and start trending back up, because this is likely just the beginning of a bigger leg in the market. So some of the levels that I really like to watch in the market are the 50% level and the 618 and the 65. So those are kind of very, very common reversal. Those are strong reversal points in a strong bullish market. And for us to drop like that would be very healthy and good for the market to actually do that. And it would follow along with this fifth wave and this ABC count that I've started to kind of map out here. And so we could fall to 8,400, and these are just estimates, you guys, or even 8,300 in this leg, and then we can easily round out at that level and start painting more Elliots, just like we have this Elliott wave right here. There's a little ABC in there. See that little ABC correction? We're seeing another ABC up here, and we want to expect another Elliott cycle to come out of it, just like this little ABC right here made a 3 and a 4 and a 5 wave. We expect this little ABC right here. It seems might seem big to you in these smaller time frames, but really it's going to be little in the bigger picture. We want to see, that same thing happen where we see a 3 wave come out of the market, because this ABC was really just a 1 and a 2. So when you're mapping your Elliott waves, you guys, I've talked about this in the past, but there's waves inside of waves. And so that's why it's useful, because when you find an ABC correction, you can expect to see another Elliott cycle coming out of it. And it gives you a way to project and accurately predict with a high degree of confidence what direction the market is going. And so I really, really like the way that this market is set up. I think it's going to provide an awesome buying opportunity in these lower support levels. There's this kind of support level right here. There is even this area of support right here. And at the 50%, there's some support in this area as well. So any place along this Fibonacci level of the 50% under 618 would be suitable for a reversal and a return to the trend. So now I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we can see what the perspective of everything that we've looked at in the 12-hour looks like in the bigger time frames, like the 3-day. So I already have Elliott waves drawn out here in Bitcoin. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our corrective wave from the peak of the market to the bottom of the cycle. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott cycle right here. Then we have another falling wedge pattern. This wedge actually isn't drawn, so I'm going to quickly draw that one because Bitcoin likes wedges on these bigger time frames. And so this right here, this little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually looks quite small on the 3-day candlesticks. And you can see how a 3 wave coming out of that and a 4 and a 5 wave isn't that crazy. I mean, when we've already made a structure like this where we have 1 and a 2, to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave come out of that is pretty normal structure right here. And to see that little ABC as well before we could pick back up would look pretty normal as well. I mean, we have kind of a left shoulder ahead, and that would be more of a right shoulder in the market. And it just matches up with everything very nicely. So as long as this low holds, this low that we made at the 618 at around 6,500, which also coincided with all of this support from the bear market, as long as we can hold that level, I don't see any reason why we're not going to continuate and see continuation with another Elliott and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. And, you know, that would mean that this is a 1, 2. So that's really just the beginning of a bigger picture setup painting out here in Bitcoin. So that's why I'm so excited about these markets, why I'm so excited about Bitcoin. I really, really like the chart patterns. I like the setups. We've got a good Elliott structure. And, you know, if we can dip back down to that support and hold it, I'm really excited for the coming months of the beginning of this year. So huge shout out to everybody that watched my last Bitcoin video talking about this potential. It's playing out basically exactly how I predicted it would 3 days ago. And so I'm just, you know, going to continue to stick to this bigger picture count, and we'll see what happens from here. I'm going to keep updating you guys on this regularly so you know what's going on. Overall, it wouldn't surprise me if we shave, you know, a few billion off the total market cap before we see continuation. It just makes sense for us after the move that we saw. We saw over 65% move, and so for Bitcoin to drop 20% after going 65% would be very healthy and normal. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to keep you guys updated on today. Again, hit that like button and the subscribe button. Email me and message me on Discord so that you guys can get on the VIP, because I'm going to be closing that off to the public. I will be doing webinars for the Elliott Wave Power Series, but get a hold of me directly and I can get you guys set up with the VIP. And comment down below where you're tuning in from in this beautiful world, and I will see you guys in the podcast tomorrow with Donovan. Well, actually, you guys will probably see it Saturday, depending on when we upload it, but it'll be recorded tomorrow. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next videos. As always, stay profitable out there.